What's up everyone, this is JDM. Today I'm going to be showing you what I like to do with utility on Inferno, and I'll be showing you some tips and tricks. One of the plays that I like to do for my team, it's a car pick on banana. I need another teammate with me, so a teammate of mine will line this call. We call this Straws flash. Straws was really well known for this. And they throw this flash, so it won't blind me if I peek down banana. Pops above car, and then my role as an operator, this is exactly what I'm doing. Is I'm just running here with the smoking hand, smoking right here to extinguish the molly, and I go in front of it to get that pick. Most teams on default for a T side, they will molly car. So then when my smoke pops, it will actually extinguish this. And then if they are peeking banana, that car flash will get them. So it's a good way to go for an aggro pick and then fall off. That's a play that I like to do. Another tip and trick that I like to do on Inferno would be mid. Working mid a lot. So the one thing that is really important as an opper, when you are when you are trying to go for like those gimmicky plays or you're trying to make a play, the one thing that you need to keep in mind is masking what you're doing. So like, for example, if I'm always going mid and I'm always playing arch side or whatever, or lane, it doesn't even matter, and say my team never smokes top mid, right? Then if I were to go for like an aggro pick or something like that, and it's the first time that I smoke mid to do so, as a T opper, if I'm still, because most T oppers are coming to T ramp in the beginning, like this. So if I see a smoke as a T for the first time, then I'm thinking something is different from what they normally are doing, but they're like an opper or anyone on their other team is gonna go and make a play. So that's like a tell. It's an easy tell for me as a T if I just see a smoke for the first time. I've seen teams do this where like they don't smoke top mid, and the one time that they do, I'm looking for it because I know that this is the first time that they smoked it. So a smoke like that, a play that an operator would do, would go in front of it and try to go for this pick. But since this is the first time that they smoked top mid, as a T opper, like I'm gonna be posted on that, like right here, looking for the undercut right here, and just pre-aiming for that. So just keep in mind when you are making plays like this, you need to make sure that you are masking what you're doing. So like, say if I were to go for like that bottom ramp pick and I smoke right here, I need to do this smoke probably 2 more times before I actually commit to the actual play, just so they can get the feel for, the other team can get the feel for that smoke, and they're not going to be aware of maybe me going in front of it the 3rd time and actually going for that play. So that's like a little something that, in case you don't know, don't realize that, when you are playing a team, you want to make sure that you aren't giving any tells of when you are making a play, because then it's going to be easier for you to make your own play and, get that entry to start your team 5v4. Another good thing that's really similar to that is a molly play. So as an opper, when you have a good spawn, like the best spawn right here, right? Sometimes, I will be like, hey, I have a good spawn, I'm gonna molly down mid and I'm gonna peek alt. But this is like I was just saying to you guys earlier about the smoke play. I need to do this, I need to mask this play. So like maybe, some rounds before that, if I don't molly down mid, or if our team doesn't molly down mid, the first time that we molly down mid, so say it's me going for that op play, as an opper on T side, I see that, I identify that, that this is the first time that they molly down mid. So either they're gonna probably make a play off of it, that's what I'm thinking, as like the opper is gonna go towards bench and he's gonna go for that alt pick, or they're pushing down mid. So I'm relaying that information to my team so they know. So the alt guys that are coming up are not, or they're gonna be expecting, or they won't be surprised by this guy. They can either flash him off or, give him a little jiggle to see if he shoots. Or one of my teammates goes Mexi afterwards and tries to catch him off guard. So this is a play, this is a molly play. It's pretty basic and pretty simple. It's just, you gotta make sure that, like I said, you gotta do this 2 rounds or whatever, how many rounds beforehand, so it's not the first time that the other team is seeing a molly. But simple as first guy, or it's just me mollying down mid. And then I'm just posting on the alt right here. Usually when I do this, I'll have a teammate of mine that is gonna be holding like this angle, so he can't be seen from T ramp. He's just holding right here, and he's holding for like the Mexi peak in case my molly goes too far. Or as well, like when some players will actually commit on swinging through the molly, right in the beginning. So if someone does try to do that, they're taking damage from the molly, but we have a player, a teammate that is ready for it to be swinging. That is the molly play that I would do. Other molly plays that I like to do as a opper, this is all like mid-round molly plays. So like if I'm ever arch side or like lane side, and say the other team is taking brackets, they smoke left mid, right? So they smoke here and they're taking brackets. So I might just like fall all the way back to Moto, right? And when the smoke is dissipating, so that might be a time where we need to get information, or I decide that I'm gonna re-push, re-aggro and get information and try to make a play. So what I'll do maybe is throw a molly here so they can't push this. I'll wait like a couple of seconds. I'll be scoped. So the important thing too is like when I am back here, when you molly or something and do a play like this, you want to stay scoped in early and like creep up, because if you just like come up here and you are just scoping like the last second, they're going to be able to hear your scope and identify that you are re-aggroing, and they'll be ready for you. So this molly play right here, it holds them from pushing you. You can go for like the first angle, so like just creeping when you're already scoped, and just creeping and going for that first kill, and then just falling off, because they're not going to be able to push through this unless they want to take massive damage. And it's just a way of getting, protecting you and getting away for an easy kill. That you can do this on both sides. So you can do this on arch side, you can do this on lane side as well. But it also, I'm always aware when someone, because I'm so used to doing it myself and making this play, that I'm also aware as a T, if I have an op, I'm usually posting on the molly side when there is a molly, because I'm waiting for a re-aggro play by an opper. But that's just something that you can do with use for your molly if you want to use it as an opper. We have a flash play as a T that I like to do as an opper. So instead of going T ramp, which is like standard default, depending on what the team is doing, if I know that from the half that they're not smoking mid in the beginning, they're kind of giving mid, I might make a fast play up T ramp and try to get up mid. So it's identifying what they're doing in the beginning around, what they can give me, because as an opper, you're limited to what they can give you. If they're smoking out all the choke points, you're not going to really be able to make an impact, and it's going to be more of a mid-round or a late-round opportunity for you to try to make an impact. And so if they're not smoking or anything, or mauling or mid or whatever in the beginning of the round, then that is a perfect time to identify, and for that next round to try to take advantage of that with your op, catching them off guard by coming up here. But if they do, so what I would do is I would come up mid if I identify that, and I might go for this lane pick or arch side, depending on what I think I could catch someone playing. But if they smoke mid here, then I'll fall back, and this could be something where I just go alt in the beginning and come up and do, but I'll come up here and I'll have a teammate that's clearing like halls as I'm coming up in boiler, and when I'm ready at this position, I will ask for my other teammate who is going to be mid at this time, and he's going to have a flash ready, and what he's going to do is he's going to flash porch. And so this flash is going to land here, and what I'm doing is I'm swinging off of this, and I'm clearing lane side, and that flash won't get me, it will get them. They will have to back off, and I can hold this. So there's a bunch of things that I can do with this. I hold this and I have a lot of information. I know there's no one porch. Depending on what the team is doing, what I think they're doing, and where I think this player is, sometimes players on the arch side don't hold boiler. They hold just this angle, like an opper will just hold this angle. So if I go for that boiler pick and I don't see anything lane, and I know that they just smoked mid from arch side, before I even did this, right? I might just actually take advantage of this because I just cleared this under porch. The only thing that you could be is hidden under porch, but sometimes taking a gamble, just knowing how the other team plays. Maybe I did research on them and I watched their demos before we played them, and this is something that they do. I will actually try to swing up and try to go for this pick, because this guy is looking at here at mid. If it's smoked, he might change his angle. If it's not smoked, he will be posted on this probably. If it's smoked, then he might be changing his position to be able to see boiler. So it really is situational. But for example, if it isn't smoked, then I might just fully swing here because he's posted on it, and I might just try to catch him off this angle because he's not going to be ready for that peek from the boiler side. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you learned something new today with my utility usage, tips, and tricks. Make sure to use them in game.